Several Tennessee public universities are moving forward with proposed or approved tuition and fee increases for the next academic year.
Yeah, under Tennessee law, public universities have to give at least 15 days notice if they're going to increase tuition. So Middle Tennessee State University is one of those considering a proposal. It would raise in-state tuition and fees by a combined 4.5%. For students taking 15 hours per semester, in-state tuition would go up by about $200 and the mandatory fees by roughly $60. This doesn't seem like a lot per student, but it would generate nearly $8 million in additional revenue.
Austin Peay State University already approved tuition and fees for the next school year, which included a 3.23% increase in tuition during a meeting. Trustees said they want to keep costs low while avoiding a larger increase later. You can find this full story with a breakdown from other state tuitions on our app at WSMV 4 News app.